cut it, and I'll pitch it. It don't matter.
Come on, wake up. All right, there we go. What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Let me show you what we got going on today. Jeremiah's here today from Stewart Fab Custom, and we're building a gas tank. So let me show you what we already got going on. So we decided to go 25 by 13 by 11. That gives us almost 16 gallons of fuel. Make sure this thing is almost 16 gallons of fuel. And he cut this 5052 aluminum that we picked up the other day. Y'all rode with me when we went over to Stock Car Steel. And instead of shearing it, see all those little flakes on the floor? We used this Diablo blade, and we was kind of skeptical. I didn't see it. I didn't see him cut it because I was not in here. But he said it wasn't loud. It cut it really, really good. Better than a sheared edge. And you see all the dust on the ground. And he's already got this part done. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut and put two baffles. We're gonna put two baffles in here. And the way we're gonna do the baffles is we're gonna cut this line here. What's up, Tom from the UK? We're gonna cut this line here, and then we're gonna drill these holes. And then we're gonna cut this hole with a 2.5 inch hole saw, this one with a 2.5 inch hole saw, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. This one's gonna be 2.5, this one's gonna be 2.5, this one's gonna be 2, this one's gonna be 2. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the dimple die, and we're gonna dimple die this, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2, 2.5, 2.5, 2, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Then once we do that, then we're gonna cut it on this line, and that's gonna cut the dimple die in half. And once we cut the dimple die in half, it's gonna be a half of 2.5 radius. And then this piece here is gonna weld inside the fuel tank. We're gonna split the difference. One will be here and one will be here, and that will prevent sloshing back and forth in the fuel tank. Y'all with me? Okay. All right. Now we're gonna cut it. So I'm gonna set the camera up because I'm gonna have to hold it, and he is going to get after it. Let me get my arrows on and we'll go into it. All right, Bubba, let's hit it. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that thing cut that thing like nobody's business. Like butter, like butter, like butter. Ooh, like butter. Like butter. Hey, I was skeptical on those Diablo blades, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it cut. It's cutting it again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I do have a foot shear that we could cut that, but we wanted to see what that blade would do. All right, now we're gonna, need that piece of wood.
I have a piece over here.
Huh?
The same piece we've been using. We'll probably get on the table on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have my eyes closed. Does that make you feel better? I have my eyes closed. They said, where was your safety glasses? I was like this. Does that count? Does that count?
You got the welder here, you're making a big old mess again today, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna drill these holes
Think
out.
that's thick enough?
What?
How far does that bit go through on your hole saw? Is this board thick enough or we need something thicker?
It's pretty big. I got a block,
I was just trying to use what we've been using.
I got a,
I mean, we can just check it, it just depends on how far through that drill bit goes.
the drill bit?
Yeah, it goes.
Oh, it goes.
Past the hole saw.
Oh, yeah, it goes way past.
So we can come out here, I can clamp this down and we can get out here with it. It'll be fine.
We're going 2.5.
I think that's what you said.
Two and 9/16. Oh, no, I'm saying, it don't have a 2.5, I got a 2 and 9/16.
I don't know how that affects your dimple dog.
We're gonna find out, but that's,
I've got that set in the truck, I'll see if I got it too.
we use this, 2 and 9/16. 2 and 9/16.
All right, which ones are the smaller ones? These? Or this one? The smaller hole?
These are.
Those are smaller?
Mm-hmm.
There's a square around those. Just those two?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got some safety
This one.
glasses.
Safety.
Huh?
Oh, should we call them?
They won't flag me, but it'll just save like a whole bunch of comments. It'll just save a whole bunch of daggone comments.
Oh, that thing like finds you, huh?
Mm-hmm. I can put it on face rec. I ain't gonna do it right now because it's gonna be chasing me around the room. You can put it on face rec and it'll. Diablo, baby.
Square are the smaller ones.
Yep, so we're going to this one.
It's pretty slick.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Cut pretty good.
Put any Pam on that thing?
No, I didn't put anything on it. Mm-mm. I've been doing something, I've been doing something every video all week. Go ahead, I wish you. No, I didn't put no Pam on that one.
You drinking hot sauce?
Watch this, I'll show you. They'll go crazy. What, this one?
Yep. All of these.
Yeah, we gotta
This one,
move it.
this one.
It's not over the board then.
They don't need to be over the board. I don't think.
Well, we fix to find out. Boys and girls, y'all see that right there? That thing cut that thing like nobody's business. And y'all remember, Frank's Red Hot, I put that shit on everything. That right?
I like it.
That right, Bruce? Bruce, you out of the hospital? Well, I tell you what, Diablo's made me a daggone huh?
I'm gonna get some. Well, at least the skill saw really.
Well, that's good.
This one.
That's good. That's good you got out of the hospital. Come on around here. Let's cut these over here. Now this right here is it's a little less than this is 16 gauge and it's 50-52 aluminum too.
You don't have a 2, you have a 2 and a 4 for the middle hole, or for those other 2.
I got an inch and a half.
Yes.
We'll do an inch and a half in.
You want to just set it the other one?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, so we got a whole nother one to do. I forget how easy.
yeah, I know,
I
right?
like the win.
Yeah, where you
I
gotta
called them out.
where you gotta screw them all out.
Just do a comparison. Maybe get some more fruit.
I'm grabbed a little bit. I got it. Let's hit it in reverse. Yeah, what's up, Woody? Oh yeah, Woody. Do you see where we was cutting it with the skill saw blade? All right.
Drill the other one real quick.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna drill the next one and then we'll dimple dial. We're gonna see how the dimple dial works. Yeah, Woody, did you see you missed the skill saw thing? Yeah, man, it cut really, really good.
It'll be these 2.
Look how easy that is, fellas. Look. Made me a believer. Especially in aluminum. I don't know about steel.
I'm surprised it ain't going to clog up.
I know, right? Aluminum's bad about clogging without putting no PAM on it. That was my fault. I didn't have my mind right. I was thinking about something else. I got one more. Plus we're at the edge of the board too. So. I gotta turn this fan.
Top.
Yep. Do your hands go numb when you use power tools? Started working on the barn. I wonder if you ever get used to that feeling. I don't know. That's the first time I've ever been asked that. Does your hands go numb using power tools?
Not all power. Something that vibrates, like a sander.
Yeah, sander maybe, but yeah, you get used to it over time. What time's dinner, Jay? Around 6:30. Around 6:30. Around 6:30. All right, so we're gonna try this out. I guess it don't matter because it's going inside.
You already got, you need the big one.
Yeah, so it's still got the plastic coating on there, but I'm gonna put the plastic coating on the bottom so if it wouldn't scratch it. All right, so here are these dimple dies.
Does that thing like have an offset side? It don't, does it?
So these are dimple dies. This is 2.5. This is the female. This is the male. I don't care where you live. Female, male.
We're gonna have to move that.
Huh?
We're gonna have to move that out.
All right.
Might not get that.
And
I think we ought to
I got a piece.
grab that top.
No, I got a push block.
I meant something to help displace.
Yeah, I got a.
There's a big, you talking about this piece of wood?
Huh? I got these. All right, I'm gonna put my safety glasses on. So we're gonna use this so it distributes the weight evenly. Adjustable wrench I got in my pocket. Here we go, boys and girls.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. I think that's all the way. It went back flat.
All right, hold on. Oh yeah, we've been sanding the stall doors. Oh yeah, then if you've been running a DA or a sander, you are gonna feel the vibrations. All right, all right, boys and girls, and we're gonna see if we was winning or we was losing.
Oh, that's
Son of a gun, boys and girls. Huh?
oh, hit another one.
He said, hit another one, girl. Hit another one. That gone, man. That turned out nice, didn't it?
Be real simple. It's a shame it's inside of it.
We're gonna have to make something to go on the outside, ain't we? Huh? We're gonna have to make something to go on the outside. Some trim pieces or something. All right, boys and girls, here we go. The flat?
No. That's it. I don't like it on the edge. Oh, that's why, because we're right. But by the time we cut it,
Yeah, we're gonna
probably
cut, we're gonna shear that off.
pop back up.
Think we'll put a little Pam on it.
Might not hurt.
Oh, go ahead. We're gonna put a little Pam on it.
Want some Frank's Red Hot on it?
Yeah. Go ahead, let me get it. We're gonna put a little Pam on it. Maybe Frank won't be bad. Frank's Red Hot, we put that shit on everything. I got you.
Yeah, if we'd have put more meat out there, we wouldn't have done that.
Scoot it towards your way just a little bit so we can try to get sit right there. All right, boys and girls, here we go. 3 tons of love. Good?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. Three tons of love. Did it go in?
I think so. Feels like it.
Yeah.
We'll swap out and do the other side.
Yeah, let's-
And finish up here.
You fine, buddy.
It's the cool dude.
Which one we're doing? Yeah. What's up, Tulu?
Is it marked on it, Jeremy?
No, I mean, Can it do old school? I'd have to buy the die. I'd have to, DJ, I'd have to get the die, the old school hula. I'd have to get the die to do the hood louvers.
Make one.
Please put some gloves on.
Not that one.
Safety first.
Gotta do this over.
Yeah, I'll look into that, DJ. That would be cool to get the, the louver die,
Yeah.
stamp the louvers for the hood and stuff.
Watching a thing the other day where they were making their own dies. There's like apparently a certain kind of metal that they use to make them. And they just pour them. They like make the shape and then pour it and polish it up and make
Talking
all
about
their
like the
own dies.
casting of it, like,
Yeah, but it's like a certain kind of material at like some melting point of like 800 degrees or something like that. I've seen a bunch of garbage on it. Looked pretty cool though. But for like custom stuff,
oh, that went pretty easy.
alright. Trying to cut everything again. Or how that skill saw is gonna do with it like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
How you think the shear would do?
I don't know if he'd get it under, but I don't know if he'd get under the shear. All right, now we're going to, we're going to temp. All right, so the plan
How
is,
about if I just take the cutoff wheel?
the plan is we're going to cut this line here, which we're going to lose this part because this is going to be at the bottom of the tank. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hit it with a cutoff wheel. We'll just
Something like-
because I'm afraid if we do it with a skill saw, it's gonna hit. And so let me get my arrows, and I'm gonna set y'all up like that right there. Jeremiah's gonna run that, and I'm gonna try to hold it. Yeah, I muted it because that's loud, and I didn't want y'all to be blasting those eardrums. That's what we're doing, boys and girls. Woo! Tell me what you think. Huh? What y'all think? Nice. The Australian said, the Aussie said, nice.
Well, ain't nobody gonna see it, man.
And ain't nobody. Oh no, no, that cutoff wheel right there is what is that? That is a D-walk there, but I also use these right here, these Hercules. But the skill saw blade is a Diablo blade that we use to cut fresh and clean. All right, so I'm gonna, he's gonna clean that one up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one done. No, I get it. I got it. Go ahead, boy. Hey, and y'all remember? Y'all know? Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. You ain't gonna bother me. Y'all know what? Frank Red Hot. We put that shit on everything. Huh?
It stretches and it makes it bigger.
How much can make it grow?
I mean, just a little, and it might be in the box or something like that.
I would agree it would make it stretch because that's what you're doing, you're stretching the material. So it's going to stretch.
Man.
What do you think you need in the middle of them? I'm gonna lay that out. What kind of space you think you need in the middle?
Frank's Red Hot. We put that shit on everything. Fuel pump. Can't be on camera with that. Frank's Red Hot. We put that shit on everything.
As long as you got 5 inches or so, it's going to be fine.
All right, so now what we're doing
Center one.
is figuring out where we want our spacing, and we came up with what?
5 inches is the outside of the housing.
So if we put that center,
Yeah, I mean, you probably go 6 inches. I don't know if it matters.
as long as the fuel pump, there's a sock. So this is, what'd you say this was, 5?
Yeah.
So if that's 5 inches, that's 2.5, right? So split the difference. So go 5.5, and then whatever it is from here to here, 2.5, put that center line.
Yeah, let's go more than 5. Let's figure it for more than 5. Let's go 6. Let's go 3 inches each way, and that'll be 6 inches.
Yes.
I'll get the layout and put these in, and then we'll mark up the top. And it'd be nice if that thing would do 1/8 inch.
What? It might. What do you want? What you got in mind?
The top of the. I guess you couldn't because you still gotta have the flange, the flat part.
So what are we thinking? Lay this out and then what? Try to plug weld the top to that, or
No, I'm just gonna stitch down the sides of it.
and leave?
I'll get all that welded.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then
When we squeeze it, it ain't
Yeah,
going nowhere.
no.
Oh yeah.
I put,
And then-
2 or 3 down the sides, weld that bottom up this side, it'll be good. Put the top on it, it'll be fine. I ain't never run all that. I think. You might be able to shear the straight edges. I thought about it after we done it. The edges that ain't got no dimple in it, it might reach in there.
Raise it up.
You lay it over on the other side, you don't think it'll go in there far enough?
Will, but that's that track for the mark.
It's up to you. I was just saying. It don't matter to me, dude. Figure it might be easier for you, you know. Chill out. It's straight enough.
Huh?
Straight enough, brother. What?
That air gonna bother you? I'm gonna take this back here to the foot shear and shear that. I ain't even turned the lights on this morning. I ain't walking around there and turning them on either. Ah! Won't fit. Won't fit. No, it still won't fit. The throat, the throat ain't deep enough. It's not a throat goat. It's not a throat goat. Woo! Achoo! So you cut. Oh, I get it.
I didn't think about it, I had that thing laying on the blanket.
Come on.
Well, it probably will, I'm gonna leave it on there, I got that acetone, you probably got some, I think it'll take it off.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah.
What y'all think about that, boys and girls? No more sloshy. All right, I got to cut a hole in this for the sending unit. So all right. Yeah, right there. Yours. That's what they're gonna take. Yeah, and I put a cutoff wheel on mine so it stops changing back and forth. So I gotta cut a brand new one.
I don't know what size hole.
I got it. It's probably in the instructions. Let's see what the instruction says. Hey TJ, just text me. Just text me, TJ. I don't talk money on here. Just text me. All right. It says best way, determine the best area in the fuel tank to set it on. It says 3 1/4. Let's try it again. Let's try it again, boys and girls. Three and 5/8, that's way too big. 3 1/4. No, this is for the 60. This is for the box truck. This is the gas tank for the box truck. This is 3 5/8. I don't have 3 1/4. Let me do something. Burn a hole in something and see what it looks like. me see your tape measure. That should go in there. No bueno.
What does it say you need?
Yeah.
You look, I doubt it's a 3 1/4, but it's in the small skinny box on the driver's side of the truck, second box back from the cab. It's blue and white down to the bottom. I think it's a box.
Hey, be mindful.
Oh, there's a blue and white piece in there too, a blue one. Same one. It might be on a different shelf, but it's in there.
What's up, John? What's up, John? Eating a sandwich. Yeah? Gotta find a $3 1/4, which is weird. That's a 3-inch. That's a 3 5/8. It's too big. I think I got two here, but I don't know.
You had a 3 1/8 the other day.
I thought I did too.
Maybe it was a 4 1/8.
I mean, I seen it somewhere. Y'all hang tight, I'm looking for a hole saw. That's got the Harlem Franklin.
Yeah. That ain't it right there in the gray box?
Yep, that's it.
Wobble enough to make a 3 1/8?
Huh?
You reckon it'll wobble enough to make a 3 1/8?
Well, if I cut it 3, I can take the.
Yeah.
I can cut it at 3 and then take my Dremel tool and open it up the rest of the way. I got a 3-inch.
Well, it's gotta be perfect size.
Well, so look, I cut a 3 5/8. It's too big. I cut 3-inch. It's too small. It won't let.
Oh, because those got a dial out,
So it has to be wider than those. All right, let me see what's going on here. What in the world's going on? All right, so let me show you what we got going on. Like I say, Jeremiah's here today. He's home for Easter. He wanted to come hang out. So I said, if you come and hang out, I'm putting you to work. Huh? All right, so I guess I'm gonna cut this thing out. I guess I'm gonna cut it out 3-inch because I'm not gonna let a nickel hold up $1. I guess I'm gonna cut it out 3-inch and then I'll have to take my Dremel and open it up You good? That's what I'm gonna do. I'll just cut it out 3 inch. Take my Dremel, just open it on up.
Oh, wood. Oh, I guess so, yeah. That piece of wood right there, you can make a box off of it. You can take scrapping right there.
I wonder if Diablo's got a 3. I wonder if they got a 3 1/4. Just buy a 3 1/4 barrel. Just put it in a box. Cause this ain't. I mean, I got 2 more of these just like this to do, not tanks, but cut holes in tanks. You know what I mean? Cat to the rescue. Jack from Trulers. You see your tape, Bubba. I don't know where mine's at. It's hanging on something. That's 3 1/4. Yep, don't go in the half sizes. We gotta go 3 1/8, 3 1/4. So half of that is 1 1/2. And huh?
So you can get them, Ranger, 3 1/8, Diablo. $21, 28.
How much?
$21
For 1 barrel? Yeah, yeah. Trollers to the rescue. I just need to cut 1/8 of an inch off. You want the board back?
I'm just gonna start doing the welding on this.
Yeah, you'll find something out. That daggone bands, the saw over there, it'll cut daggone 2x like no business. That thing. Yeah, it'll cut 2x like nothing.
Thing on my view.
No, you good?
Flex headed, man.
Yeah. Well, if I knew what to get, I would.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No, it's
Frank's Red Hot, we put that shit on everything. What in the Sam hell? Gotta do some operating. should just slide off.
Test this one, make sure nothing leaks.
The only way we do that is
The issue,
Hmm?
you found the issue?
Yeah, wire was broke on the inside.
That'll do it.
Huh?
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Too much beating and banging. It never worked again. And I had to pull the head of it off to get the bottom because it was stuck. I gotta get the head back. I gotta get the head back in the magnet where it won't, I won't never get it to work. I had to loosen the top to get the bottom off when I did that. You know how the magnet pushes it out? Smells like chicken. Huh?
I've missed welding aluminum. I'm like, lots of guys, right?
You son of a gun! I pulled it out!
This slimiest of biscuit eaters. Maybe you pulled it out some soon.
Yeah, what she said. Probably won't never work again. I've had this thing for about 15 years.
I think I got one in the truck if you think it's
Oh no, man, I got all these people rooting for me online. We gotta get this. We done put ourselves out here now. We done tore it down. We done tore it apart. I know. I had to clock it.
sandbagging, man.
Nickel holding up $1. I laid all 4 screws right there. One of them's missing. I laid them all right there. Right there. I guess one of them got up and left. He said, I'm done. I'm done. You done beat me long enough. I laid all 4 of them right there. The long ones. I laid all 4 of them right there. It's probably underneath it. I mean, I literally put them all right there. It ain't gonna stop me from hitting the button. Three's better than 0. I mean, literally. It's crazy. Hell, knowing me, it's probably in my pocket. I think the screwdriver's about had it. Put a sharpen that tip on that thing, please. Looks like it was used for a chisel, don't it? Oh yeah. Oh, that's better. I said it was. What in the Jimmy Crack corn? Shouldn't be that difficult. The screwdriver is fixing to end up being a punch.
Breathe, man.
Been one of them days.
Pretty good.
Hmm?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Everything should be T25 bits. Everything. Everything should be a T25.
That's good.
Yeah,
Those square ones work pretty good.
Yeah,
too.
that or a T25. Everything, Phillips, flathead, anything, security buttons, everything should be either a T25 or a square. That's just my opinion. But I know everything. I know everything's got its purpose. She sounds pretty rough. But we're gonna run it until it catches on fire. Smelling pretty good. Woo, she's smoking. She smells like she's burning.
Yeah.
You smell it?
The death smell.
Yeah, that's the death smell, ain't it? Hand me that red rag over there next to that press. Oh yeah, that's the death smell, ain't it?
I'll put acetone on one.
That's fine. Yeah, that's the death smell right there, ain't it? The next time it burns up, it's gonna go whoosh. You don't want to break this solid down.
Yeah, hey.
It's probably glued. Yo, yeah, GM glues their fittings on their transmissions. On their transmission control module, they're glued. You have to take a heat gun and get the glue out.
Oh, that one's not folded in.
Like that one.
Yeah.
Just a little more. Just a little more. Somebody said, I can't believe you fixed it. Hey, she hot too, bro. 'Cause, 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 cuts the hole, I don't care.
20%.
I had to go to Harbor Freight, use that 20. Oh yeah, boys and girls, I got a 20% coupon today. Wouldn't give it to me yesterday, but I got it today. Son of guns. Grab that pump. Yeah, but it ain't all the way.
One more lap. It ain't gonna hurt it.
One more lap.
You want to go easy.
Yeah, don't want to force it.
And really, I don't think if it was as long as those things are, dude, if it's a little over.
Yeah. Somebody said, take it back, get your money back, and then re-ring it up. I've already used it and burnt the box. Daggone, I couldn't even hardly hold that son. Huh? What it was. What it was. Tell me you got baby hands without telling me you got baby hands. That'll work, man.
It's like a victory to me.
Victory. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Go ahead with yourself. Good thought. Oh, yes, good thought.
You need anything in here before we close it
No. Y'all hang tight for just a second. Don't go nowhere. Y'all hang tight. All right, boys and girls, we're back. I had to take some pictures. I don't even think we even got to put a vent or nothing. I think all of it's in the fuel pump. No, I'm saying I think everything, the vent, the return, all that's in the fuel pump. The only other thing we'd have to do is, once we get it mounted, have to figure out, set the box back down, figure out where we're gonna put the hose,
Oh, yeah.
and then cut a hole, and then put a box like
You
a,
don't think we need to leave the top off, do you?
no,
Okay. You just have to get it cleaned out and we'll do anything else we do.
yeah,
I mean, you'll have fuel filters, but, you know what I mean?
I think it'll be
Blow it
fine.
out, rinse it out.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine, because the other one was on the side, and I believe the way this one is, because this one's a little bit further than where the other one was at, further up. I think the neck's gonna come down, run up the truck a little bit, and dump in the top, which would be better on the side, because then you can get more fuel in it. Well, we got a mess. Look at this. Did y'all know this? Frank's Red Hot. Put that shit on everything. Yeah, so here's the fuel pump. Right here, this is the fuel pump right here. Somebody's probably gonna say, damn, you got all that metal shavings on the table. Somebody said it looks like a microwave. Somebody said that looks like a microwave. Cooking it up. Need a central vacuum. Oh, well, this is, you know, the shavings and stuff. You turn the fan off?
You might need to.
I gotta turn the fan off, fellas. Y'all hang tight. Busted radical. We are building a fuel tank. We're building a fuel tank. Huh?
A baby fuel tank.
Yeah, it's like 15.5 gallons, 15.58 gallons. And I believe we'll be fine with that. Huh?
The welding is distorted.
Maybe. Hit it again.
It'll make it easier. I can probably do it.
Good? Make sure that tank you're using a door stop is full with. Total Tech, what are you talking about? Yeah, somebody said make sure you use a door stop so it's rated 3,000 PSI.
Doors. I have no idea what they mean, man. Negative Nancy's haters. I think it looks pretty good. Even if it does, I'm not gonna believe it.
I gotta fix that thing in the damn toilet. It keeps, for some reason it stops. Unmute it or I'll unmute it or I'll unsubscribe. I've already got it unmuted. Unmute it or I'll unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe?
Yeah, meaning stop following the channel.
Yeah, unsubscribe.
Woody said, Woody's a frequent flyer. He said, your buddy is a pro at TIG welding.
Stewart Custom Fire.
All right, so this is Jeremiah,
What's up, fellas?
and he is from
Seagrove.
Seagrove, the pottery place. You remember what? Oh yeah, here we go. So remember I was telling y'all the other day when we went live and he was here, right there. Stewart Custom Fab, Seagrove. The number is, hold on, let me zoom in, 336-318-5645. right? And
We
he
do our own custom welding hoods. This
Yeah.
is not a Jeremy Green paint job.
so I've known Jeremiah probably
20 years.
2.5 decades. When did you start working at K&M? So I've known Jeremiah for 25 years. That's how long I've known, AKA Red. So I've known him that long. About 3 years ago, he got tired of building everybody else's dream and went out on his own and started building his dream. So he actually works in, he does a lot of road work, he does a lot of construction, fabricating, sawmills, gas lines, all that stuff, right? So there's his service truck, and he's been working in Virginia Monday through Thursday, and then he comes home. And he don't live that far from me, so I don't know, about what? About a month now, ain't it? Huh?
We worked together for about a solid month. It's probably like going on 2 months.
Yeah, so if you was to add it up, probably a solid 2 months. He's been coming here mostly on Fridays, but then sometimes a couple days during the week. Playing with cars. He wants to do something a little different. You know, doing the same thing over and over again, you know, working at these water plants and sawmills and log decks and heavy equipment and in the mud. Like one day he was, I'm not going to call the company he was working for because we just don't do that, but he was working for some company and they had him laying down on his belly, crawling around. How deep was those pits?
Oh,
Those rebar pits. Like a couple feet deep, and he had to weld the boxes.
The beams set down in the rebar.
So the beam set down into the rebar, and he had to weld the beams in the hole solid so they could fill it up with concrete. He done that, what, two long 14, 15-hour days crawling around on his belly, on his big belly. Yeah. Dragging welding leads, stick welding, and you was using, 70-18 welding rods. And he thought he was going to be there for a day, and he was there for 2 days, and he called me. He's like, man, I know I told you I was going to come help you, but they've been corporate and this and that, and when you got all these people in charge and you got field manager, shop manager, project manager, job manager, you got all these chiefs and not enough Indians. They drug out like a whole day, you know, just BS. And I said, man, do what you got to do, man. When you get done, just holler at me. I'm here. So, got done, he come and has been helping me. And then he's back in Virginia during the week now for the whole month of April. No, I take that back. He said June. So he's all the way from April to June, Monday through Thursday. So he leaves on Sundays. He's on the job site Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Comes home on Thursday, does his thing, and he just wants to get around some cars.
We have to do a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
We build this.
Well, I didn't know if you want me to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We build this.
All right. So Jeremiah, we built this table, right? This welding table. Actually, the doors down there on my paint booth, we built that, and then the louvers in the back, he built that.
Thing over your John Deere tractor?
Yeah, remember the roof thing I told you on my tractor? We got that built. You see those log monkeys out there? That's my log monkeys, where I put my logs on, strap them down, and cut my logs from a wood heater. Yeah, so. Yeah, he's been, hey, he probably don't remember this, but you remember help putting the rafters on?
I do.
Yeah, so me and him.
In the beginning.
Yeah, so Jeremiah was here. Yes, still owe him a case of beer. So Jeremiah helped me. We walked these rafters. He walked that side, and I walked that side, and stood. Yeah, and we walked up there like daggone. We walked on those beams. It's a 2x6 beam. We walked all the way. I was on one side. He was on the other side. While people throwed the rafters up there, and we nailed them sun guns together. Yeah, and but yeah. So he does a lot of traveling, but he says that he has more fun here than he does on them job sites. I don't know. That's his story. I don't know. But yeah, he used to teach at the college too, at a different college. I taught at a different college. So we pretty much got same kind of little background. He likes sinker wave. He don't like a dynasty.
I'm starting to like
Huh?
it. I'm starting to like
What?
it. I'm starting to like it.
Yeah, he's more of a sinker wave than a dynasty, so it's took him a little bit to get dialed in, but when you're using good material, this is a 5052 aluminum. This is what we picked up the other day when I went on a road trip. So yeah, I've known old Red for about 25 years, about 2.5 decades. So it's
Been in the front red sauce
yeah.
You been in the hot sauce.
Yeah, it's actually no, it's not 3/16. It's 1/8 inch. It's 1/8 inch. It's actually 11 gauge. Is what it is. What are you talking about, Tulu busted? What are you talking about, Tulu? Busted. What are you talking about, Bubble? Frank's Red Hot. We put that shit on everything. Oh, okay, I got you. What happened? Oh, I got you. What's up, TJ? Yeah, we've been pecking right along, buddy. We've been pecking right along. I don't know, I got a damn tickle in my throat now. That's funny, Woody. TJ, TJ said he lost service. He said, man, he's gonna miss the half of the damn episode. He gonna have to go back and rewatch it as a rerun. He said, what y'all been doing? I missed you because my service went out. And Woody said, we done test drove the box. Where you be? We done got in it and fired it up and drove it down the road. Need to put a sticker on here that says make sure the lid's locked before picking up, so I don't forget. You know the rent on the AutoZone building in Visco? What do you think the rent is on that building?
Oh, man, where's that? $7,500
$7,500 a month. And they've been paying that for the last 20 years. And they don't have no air conditioner. I was in there the other day and I was asking him, I said, man, it's hot in here. And he's like, yeah, the air conditioner don't work. And I said, y'all don't fix it? He said, yeah, the corporate won't fix it. And I said, what about the landlord? He said, oh no, we're responsible for all maintenance and upkeep of the building. And we still pay $7,500 a month in rent.
I don't see how they stay open there.
I said, dude, how is that even possible? $8,000 a month. Hey, speaking of the thing of that, TJ, I've been watching a lot of videos on how to download a winter generator, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna have to do is let all you guys know that are members and do a private show, and let's just do a test run to see if it works, and then we can do go from there so I can give away one of these toolboxes. Because I keep telling y'all I'm gonna do it, but I gotta figure out how critical. 500. Huh?
Let me clean it up so it won't make it out. That's on there,
What?
Let me have that pink rag together there. For some reason it went to welding like going to.
For some reason I'm coughing and I can't get rid of it. Yes, right at 525.
Might have got something on it, sliding around on the table and stuff.
But Pam,
Ain't been a problem. Ain't got much left. They're welding real good right there.
huh?
They're welding real good over there. This side over here.
What, like, didn't like it, didn't want it? He said, he said, I'd watch out for that guy, Jeremiah. That's what he said. I ain't lying.
Let me see the picture. Hell,
No, there's no picture. He don't have a picture. No, right there, look. See the comment right there?
Ethan, I'll come to Arkansas, boy.
Hey, they sell plane tickets. They just because it's good.
I need an excuse to see that grandbaby being made anyway.
He said just because it's Good Friday don't mean they don't sell plane tickets. Scoot, that Dimitri there, that's 301. That's 301 custom. or 301. That's that's 301. Yeah, I know him personally. Yeah. Yeah, he's okay. He's good. He's all right. Like I said. Let me turn this around. Yeah, that's 301. Yeah, I don't know who that other person is y'all talking about, but that's 301 there. Yeah, he's all right. Don't time him out. Yeah, don't time 301 out. If somebody types 301 out, then I'm gonna unmod you. It clean up.
It's a little better, yeah.
Turn the gas up.
No.
Does it need a new cone?
No.
Because I found yesterday I was cleaning up and I found the box that actually comes with the dynamo.
No, it's good. Man. Almost there, man.
Huh?
Almost there, man.
Huh?
I about got you. Every side but one side looks pretty good.
We'll make sure that side turned over.
That's it. Well, that. It's hot.
Well, I guarantee it's hot. Aluminum getting hot like a summer gun, boy.
Take time to look around to make sure there ain't nothing that's missed. It looks pretty good.
That daggone thing, that little cheat sheet thing right there fell over the vent right there.
No, I didn't know, dude.
Huh?
I didn't know, so.
No, I know. I was moving and it was over the vent.
That'd be good.
Huh?
It's probably not no good.
I got the mother pictures on the inside too. Cause I was like, dang on, we better do it close up, you'll never see it. Nobody will never know. Yeah, I don't know why, I don't have. Yeah, man, I am so happy for them damn dyes, man.
That's the. Oh, yeah, it's slick.
So you can do a lot more stuff, you know, you do, I forget how thick of I think you do up to 1/8 inch carbon steel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
If you do an 8 carbon, you ought to be able to do this aluminum 1/8 too. And steel's gonna be harder, you know?
yeah, I mean, this is, he said this was 11 gauge, I think.
Probably, that's what most of it is. 8 inch is 10 gauge.
Yeah.
And most of the time you go somewhere, I don't know why, but it's like, we've got 11 gauge, but not 8. That's fine, it'll work.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I don't know where I burnt through that. Whenever you get ready, you can peel the plastic and see if it'll.
Well, once it cools down, we can peel it.
See if we can clean it off, you know. I didn't think about it, I had it laying right on that blank. The plastic, I feel confident to clean up. I'm worried about what the glue for the plastic.
Well, no more than what it is. I seen this thing the other day, this guy on Facebook, and he bought a Harbor Freight TIG machine, right? And he bought a stainless steel. I don't believe it. He bought a stainless steel exhaust kit, and he built the whole exhaust and everything. Did it in his driveway, and he said, "I've never TIGged before ever in my entire life," and I just don't believe it. You know what I mean? Because
No. If it looked good and he ain't ever welded before, that don't matter what kind of welder or nothing, it ain't.
and I'm
It
thinking,
ain't possible, dude.
I said, dude, there is no way, right? So in his garage, right, he got everything tacked together, and he had the exhaust done, and it all tacked together, and it was stainless, and he put like drop cloths in his garage, and it made it look, it was nice, right, and then he capped both ends of the exhaust and purged it with argon. And then he said, I've never welded before, and he had the cups and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself,
Got all that
you've
stuff.
never welded before, but you got every bit of the stuff that you're supposed to have and knew how to do it to purge the inside of the pipe. And I'm like, I'm not calling BS. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
either you did a lot of research and a lot of studying and said, hey, I'm gonna go live and do this for the very first time and put yourself out there. And there's people that do that, and that's okay, but dude, the welds,
Slick, huh?
they were nice, like really nice. And then he bought the bare polisher from Harbor Freight, and it was stainless, and he sanded the exhaust and he polished the whole exhaust. It was like mirror finish, right? And put it back up underneath the car.
I've never done it before.
And he says, I've never TIG welded ever before in my life. And he bought that little, I think you got one, that little green one that Harbor Freight's.
I got the plasma.
The plasma, but the green version of the TIG, the titanium or the Titan.
Titan.
The Titan. I was like, dude, look, you can bullshit a bullshitter, but they ain't no way, man. There was a kid over there in my welding class. His name was Ethan too, and that's all he wanted to do. And we purged the pipe, cap the ends and purge it, and so it don't do all the nasty stuff on the inside of it. And on exhaust, it really don't matter. And the thing about it is, that guy from Cornfield Custom, I've always been taught that if you was welding something together, you kind of split the difference. You split the difference in between the metals. So if it's 1/8 inch, you split the difference to leave a gap, right? And then you weld it, right? Cornfield Customs, he said, that's wrong. He said, you do a full butt.
It's all in the application.
And I'm thinking, so he's doing exhaust and quarter panels.
Yeah, I mean, that's right.
And stuff like exhaust pipe and stuff.
Yeah.
Do it butt to butt,
Yeah.
and then TIG it, and then polish it out. And he said, I don't even purge my ends because it's exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
And really, really, really nice stuff, like really, really nice stuff. And I'm thinking, but that guy, the guy did the stuff, beautiful work.
Mm-hmm.
But you telling me you just,
He just picked it up.
he unboxed it and hooked everything up, and we firing at it. Hey, maybe he's been blessed by the gods or something.
I mean, I guess it's possible.
You know what I mean?
I've been around a lot of guys learning, and no, I find it hard to believe.
But I never call nobody a liar. You know what I mean?
will.
Huh?
I will.
You will.
If it smells like Dookie, look like Dookie, it's a turd. You know what I mean?
Sharp on both ends like a rat.
Yeah.
There's somebody on there one day said, man, that's sharp as a rat turd on both ends the other day, and I like died laughing. I was like, dude, what? And he was like, yeah, that thing's sharp on both ends.
Yeah. But I'm with you, I mean, I wouldn't say, but we both know there's a lot of B-listers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, we'll have to figure out how to mount it and get some tabs and bait to put on.
But what I was saying is, I looked at that bare polisher yesterday, and I was thinking to
It's
myself,
your Ram, huh?
yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I looked at that bare polisher up there, and I had to look at that coupon, but since this one ain't scratched up or nothing, not yet, polish this thing out, because it's square. Polish it out and make it really nice and polish it, and then clear. And then when you look underneath there, that thing would be just
Shine.
What y'all think? Y'all think polish that thing out of her? Huh? What y'all think? Polish it out? Put it underneath here? What y'all think? Huh? Is it still hot, Stewie?
It's probably cooled down right now.
Yeah, she's still warm. Oh yeah, here's a little trick. The other day when I told y'all I wiped all the stuff down on the box when I was tacking it really, really good, and I wiped it down with wax and grease remover. Acetone will work too. Get all the oils and stuff off. Do what? What do you say? It's got a sharp burr on it.
No, I was talking about this side. I think it'll clean up. We'll probably put the scratches in and try to clean it, but it'll clean up.
Oh, I don't know how you change your name, Dimitri. 301, I don't know how you change your name. I don't know. You'll have to ask somebody else on that. Yeah. Yeah, return, out, vent. It's all in there. 301 says, I got a T-welder brand new in the box. Been had it for 2 years.
I'll give them $5 for it.
Huh?
Give them $5 for it.
$5 and a can of Red Hots. Huh? What y'all think? If y'all missed the baffles, y'all have to go back to the beginning. Got a little bit of cleaning up to do right here where it was hot and we rolled it over. But look at our.
Got a hold of it.
But I think once it's cooling off, it'll come off. What y'all think? Think that'll work? I know I told y'all we talked about radius and the edges and all that, but I need a bigger roller. So I think this right here will be.
It'll look like one you buy, man. Same thing. They're all square.
Yeah, Tulu said it looks good. Look good. Do a little cleaning up on it. Hey, so what do y'all think, Tulu? What do you think once we get it all done in the brackets? Me polish it up, make it look like a mirror. What do you think? So, and then clear coat it. So this come up to be 15.58 gallons. So that ought to be gracious plenty. So now I got to figure out how we're gonna make some brackets. And not today though. Figure out how to make some brackets, get the brackets on there, get it mounted, make some straps, and then go from there. So, look like we've been to the daggone Rick Ross Stripper Club. So this thing is going right.
You gonna set it out there?
Yeah, if it's not hot. Hold on, fellas. Let me help. Let me get this thing set up there. Kind of just. Let me get a. Yeah. I got 2.
Close enough to look,
Oh, god dang it. Son of a gun just ripped my spinal cord out. Just ripped my damn spinal cord out. What do you say? What y'all think, fellas? Y'all like it or you think we ought to throw it down through the woods?
Toss it.
Toss it?
Put red hot on it. It's a good day. So much like we're the factory. Ha! How about that? Green.
We got plenty of room for the dry shaft. Got plenty of room for all that. And we'll make some tabs. So we'll figure out some way to mount it. You know, either we'll make tabs, you know, to grab the side. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But if you got, let's just say you got 10 gallons of fuel. Fuel weighs 9. So gas weighs water weighs 8 pounds per gallon. So just say gas is the same way, right? Let's just say 8 pounds per gallon. And if you got 10 gallons, so 10 times 8, that's 80. So you're looking at about, at the bottom of your screen should be a D. Just tap that D and the other screen will, so 10 gallons would be 80 pounds. So you're looking at about 100 pounds of fuel. So we have to make some brackets to cradle it.
Probably just gonna run a tubing from here to there and from there to there up tight, put straps around the bottom, aluminum straps. 1/8 straps.
Get like some, like some 1x1 tubing?
Yeah, which I've probably got some at the house, man, but it looks like you got just enough room where you come right through here and right through there.
And just go all the way across.
Yeah, all the way across, and then just put your straps under it, just like a tank. You know?
But you
Weld
got
the nuts on the top to where you can put in the bolt from the bottom.
But we have to be mindful of it for serviceable to get to, have enough room to
Yeah,
to get to it.
Yeah.
Because if it ever gets worked on, it'll probably be me. And like you said, put a nut insert at the top, and then if you run that strap and run aluminum strap, then we get that foam, or not that two-sided
Rubber stuff.
that rubber stuff, and then just glue it to the strip, to the strap, and then bolt on this side.
Got the elbow blade some more.
And
Man, I think it would work.
and we need to put a ground. Well, we wouldn't need a ground strap on the tank because it's already grounded to the chassis.
So yeah.
Like your heater coil. So here's something like your radiator and stuff, and your heater coil. They used to put ground straps on radiators and heater coils to stop for electrolysis, for corrosion, because the water's constantly moving. It creates electricity, so you need to ground it out so it don't electrolysis. I think that's the word. And a lot of fuel tanks used to have ground straps on them, but now they're polypropylene, and most of them don't have ground straps on them anymore. But
I mean, you ain't necessarily got to do the straps. You could still use the same idea and put angle clips on it and just bolt the angle clips right to it where there's no vibration. Tighten it, still use tubings. Just put an angle clip, tighten it right up top. I just feel like something under it would be better.
yeah, because 10 gallons is 80 pounds. If it's like 8.8 pounds per gallon. So if you got 15 gallons, you got at least, 8, 9, 10, 11, at least 120 gallons of fuel. And even though like the clips like they put on radiators, the bolt, it still has something on the bottom cradling the weight. So I think putting something, I think the strap, like running a piece of like a 1x1 tubing across here and across there, and that will give it support. And then we make a cradle strap that goes that way, and just like you said, just use the
Make them like 2 inches wide or whatever size. You can get that rubber, and then you can use your brake and break all of it, and it'll look nice.
and then it would cradle it up in there. What y'all think?
Use the 1/8.
Real engineers don't worry about us mechanics. I'm a mechanical philosopher, fire. I don't even know. Holly, what do you think? Where you been, fat boy? All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What y'all think? Y'all think it's a good day? Daggone, I'm stuck. And I'm still not feeling this, but that's the way Fat Man said that they hook up. I don't know. Might end up changing that anyway. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to chew on it a little bit and see. So the next thing that has to be done is everything set down and run a filler net and so. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the notification bell. And everybody have a good Easter weekend. Today's Good Friday. I got to do some other stuff. I'm going to clean the shop up. And I'm going to build some shelves in the greenhouse. I got to build some shelves in the greenhouse. I got to take the trash off. Pressure washed the greenhouse yesterday, got it good and clean. I got to build some shelves in there today, but I got to get the shop cleaned up first and go from there. So I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, Scoot, he wanted, I asked him if he wanted to go out, and he said that he wanted to cook pepper steak, broccoli and pepper steak, and he wanted rice, and he wanted a dozen egg rolls, and he wanted ragu, crab cakes, and he wanted coconut cake with coconut cake. So I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweep off anybody else's. Put God first, that loose and drag, fix something chicken grease. And remember, boys and girls, Frank's Red Hot, I put that shit on everything.